Welcome back to In the Gray Area with Rev Health. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Travin.
We had so much fun the last time that we did a Q&A that we've decided to bring it back. Today, Colton, our friend and producer, is taking the hot seat and asking us questions straight from our listeners. From hormones to health tips to everyday lifestyle hacks, we're going to be getting honest and unfiltered answers to you. Let's jump in.
Well, guys, I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's a lot of questions that have been like flying in. People have a lot they want to learn, but I thought today we could do something fun to start it off. I think there's like, I was just fascinated going through the history of hormone optimization. And I think there's a lot of fun we could have. So I went to the store.
What do you got?
And I got us something.
What the hell is that?
They're called Tongue Bomb Inferno. Okay.
Oh,
and
lovely.
so the way it works is each one of these little packets for the people at home.
Oh, there's packets?
Each packet, so we can play multiple
man.
games. But the way it works is 5 jelly beans. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually, Travin, can you open that for me?
Yeah.
Let's just dump 5 of them right there in the middle.
Oh, Lord
And
have
so
mercy.
4 of them are cherry flavored. One though says that it's extremely hot and murderous, and they're kind of different colors. You see,
I was
like
going to say,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one.
I think so.
No, I think that's to throw you off.
I think they're trying to trick you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm avoiding that one, but I do.
I know.
I do think that one
It's kind of scary.
I think it might be doing that to throw you off though, because I mean,
they all kind of have weird things going on.
So
okay.
so that we can fire through these true and A's or
And what,
true
if you
and
get it
false
wrong?
okay,
questions. If you get it wrong, you have to take one, Russian roulette style. If you get it right, you get to pass to the next person, and then it's their question.
Each person. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna start with you, Brittany, because ladies first.
Okay.
Okay. True or false? The first successful testosterone injection was given in the 1930s.
False.
It's true.
I thought
In
it's been 100 years.
1935, scientists synthesized
Shoot, it's almost
testosterone
2030.
and
What
began
year did you think it
injections.
was?
I
So go
totally
ahead.
was thinking like it had to be like 1900s. I'm in the early 2000s
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Which one are you picking? Oh, cherry flavored? What do you got?
Yeah, it's cherry.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Oh,
She
lucky.
wouldn't be able to hide her.
It's
She
lucky.
can't hide her reaction if it's hot. I know that.
Okay, your turn.
I know that.
Okay, Travin. Now we come to you.
What do you got?
True or false? The word hormone comes from a Greek word meaning to excite.
True.
True is correct. Ding. The hormone meaning to set in motion or excite. Yeah. Yeah, good job. Okay, true or false, Brittany?
Oh man.
Insulin was the first hormone to ever be discovered.
Oh my goodness. The first?
That's a good one. That's
Oh, and you know the answer?
well, it'd be. I don't know for sure.
Okay, true.
False. Secretin, a digestive hormone, was identified in 1902 before insulin in 1921.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the funny look.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to because you didn't think I would.
That's it.
Oh my
You're
god.
dying. Okay, that was.
It's not good.
No, you thought you were gonna be.
Is it hot?
Yeah, I was like trying to be tough.
Uh-huh.
Is it hot?
A little.
Man,
Okay. You gotta open up a new pack though now
I do.
because
I do.
Yeah.
We can't end on the fourth
No.
question now that we found it. We're moving on. True or false? To you.
Okay.
The first anabolic steroids were used by athletes as early as 1950s.
True.
True. Weightlifters and Olympic athletes began
Don't keep
experimenting
getting the easy questions.
in the 1950s. Okay. Brittany, true or false? Growth hormone was originally harvested from cadavers.
Probably yes. True.
True. True is correct. In the 1950s and 80s, GH was extracted from human pituitaries until synthetic GH was developed. Oh, they were actually pulling it from humans. That's crazy. Okay. Travin, true or false? The Nobel Prize was awarded in 1977 for the discovery of how the brain controls hormones.
I'm gonna say false.
True.
Damn.
Roger Guillemin and Andrew Shalley won for work on hypothalamic hormones.
Nice. Okay.
Boom.
You learn something every day.
I'm still dying.
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
You got cherry.
I got the hot one, but it's no big deal.
No, you didn't.
No thing.
So full of it.
Okay.
I need some-
Brittany,
Yes.
how are you feeling? You're
Hot.
sweating. You're
Yeah, it
sweating.
hurts.
Or is it still messing with
Yeah,
you?
my tongue hurts.
True or false? Testosterone replacement therapy became FDA approved in the 1990s.
I think it's false.
False is correct.
Okay.
It was approved decades earlier. Testosterone esters were used clinically by the 1940s.
Yeah, the 1990s is when it like
Blew up.
became a controlled substance. It got, banned in sports and all that stuff.
You really got the cherry one? Or did you actually get
He
the
got
hot?
No, I got the cherry one.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you took a deep breath.
Yeah.
And so I was, okay.
No, you can't hide it.
I wouldn't be able to hide it.
How do you do with heat?
I mean, I like it, but if it's crazy hot, like it'll
When it's
mess
trying to
me
hurt
up,
you?
man. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's like the middle of my tongue is on fire.
Yeah, it's such a little like seed of Satan, you
The
know.
jelly, the
Teeny-
jelly, the jelly beans like
teeny
sticking to
little
my
guy.
teeth.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
It's my turn. Okay, yeah.
True or false? The thyroid gland was the first gland to ever be surgically removed in history.
Ooh, I'm gonna say true.
True. Documented thyroid surgeries happened in the 1800s.
Interesting.
Brittany, true or false? In ancient Rome, gladiators drank animal blood for testosterone before fights.
Are you kidding me?
Talk to me.
I want to know where you get
This
these.
is where I want to know, if I can trust you with my...
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Wait.
I'm really torn on this one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a really silly question, but I feel like they might have. True.
False.
Oh, man.
They did drink
I was
blood
really hoping they
sometimes.
did.
They drank the blood, but not for testosterone.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That
yeah.
concept didn't
They-
exist yet.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
They just
So
thought
go
it.
ahead.
Yeah.
fine.
This is nerve-wracking.
I know.
Because if it
No
hits you
idea.
again, I'm worried the rest of the days.
Okay, I'm good.
You know
Sherry?
what's
All right.
you know what's interesting about like that comment you just made? Because I wonder about this. I say it all the time. Guys back then, like I wonder like if you could measure testosterone levels. Like I'm curious what they would be. Like if they would be just way higher just because of the life that they led and like how much like courage they had to have on a daily basis and the things they went
adrenaline
through and just like I always wonder if it would be, if guys back then had like a 3,000 level normally or it's crazy.
I doubt
sure
they
they
even
did.
were aware though of what testosterone was.
Well, they weren't,
Yeah,
but
they
I'm
had
just say like it'd just be
their levels.
So they were drinking the blood for that. They just didn't even know that's what it was
they
for.
didn't know it was for testosterone. Is what
You
he's
had
saying.
got a cherry when you're fine. The first synthetic estrogen was created before World War II. True or false?
False.
The answer was true. Damn. You were wrong. It's diethylstilbestrol. We're going to put the word right here underneath so everybody can see it. Was synthesized in 1938.
All right, shit.
Let's see it. Get a good one, dude.
Get a good one.
Dude.
How is it? Is it cherry?
Yeah, it's cherry.
Gosh.
Wait, no, it's not. Fuck.
It's not?
No.
You got a dirty one?
Yeah. I couldn't tell at first. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I mean,
good. That means I don't get two.
it was terrible.
Oh, it gets worse and worse.
Yeah, you got to finish it.
I know. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got some tears.
Dude, I couldn't even tell. Oh my God. That is brutal. Colton,
Gosh, dude, this game.
motherfucker.
Way to go, you guys.
Boom.
Hey,
Nice.
you made it through the spicy challenge. I think this was fun. Let us know what you guys thought. But now we have actually some real Q&A, some questions that people wanted
Yeah.
you guys to answer.
Let's
so
do it.
let me
Yep.
dive into the real questions.
Oh man.
And you guys, these will be open for either of you, whoever wants to answer. So I'll let you guys just pick who wants to answer. But here's our first question that came in. What are the most common signs that someone's hormones are out of balance?
A lot of times it's like fatigue, just fatigue and feeling down, like
Brain
overall
fog.
just brain fog, like that whole just sense of well-being is lost or not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
I think that libido is probably the other thing. Libido or like erectile dysfunction type issues.
And low ambition. So they kind of all goes
Yeah.
together. Just
For sure.
yeah, feeling off. I think that's something we hear a lot. When people's like, I just feel off. I don't feel like myself.
Mm-hmm.
How do women know if it's their thyroid, adrenals, or sex hormones causing symptoms?
Blood work. You're going to have blood work in order to know what's truly going on. And there's different things that we're going to look at. We'll look at testosterone. We're going to look at thyroid. We'll look at progesterone levels. And it's different for whether they've already gone through menopause or if they, are perimenopause and stuff too. So
yeah. And more often than not, it's going to be a combination of all of it. The combination of all those hormones together, because you typically see like if you're deficient in one hormone, typically you're deficient in the others as well.
Yeah.
And the longer you wait and put it off, like the more significant that gets as well, especially with adrenals.
Can men struggle with hormone issues too?
Oh, absolutely. They call it, andropause, like male andropause now instead of menopause. It's kind of the same thing they found is occurring with it, right? Just like women. Well, it's actually a little bit different. Women, you guys just kind of lose your hormones abruptly at menopause. And men, it's just kind of a slow decline. Usually it starts in your 30s, potentially even younger, but I'd say around early 30s is when you kind of start to notice a decline. And definitely by the time you're 40, you're definitely pretty well declined.
I think that it used to be a quick shut off for women though. Now, I mean, we have this like decline and then it shuts off.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. What's the difference between bioidentical versus synthetic hormones? And for me, I don't really know. So I'm excited to hear your guys' answer because I just see it as like I'm shopping in the organic section of the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a little bit realer, no GMOs. Okay. There's no, like it's not. So tell me.
That's probably a normal thought process, I would say. I mean, honestly, because you hear it a lot and a lot of it is like, a lot of people think that it's kind of a marketing ploy, like, bioidentical versus synthetic, but there really is quite significant differences.
One causes harm, the other one protects and prevents.
A good way to understand it is that bioidentical, it's exactly how it sounds, right? So like that hormone that you're taking is identical in molecular structure to what your body produces, right? So your body knows how to use it. It knows how to metabolize it. It processes it as it normally would versus the synthetic, it's altered. The structure's molecularly different. And so your body does process it differently. It can cause harm. It can cause cancer and a lot of irregularities. And so those are two big differences. There's quite a big difference, yeah.
And is there still quite a bit of synthetic hormones on the marketplace?
Birth control. It's probably, and it's used every day by the majority of people and they don't even know. And they just trust from an early age. Like literally at the age of like 10 and 12 years old, they're giving girls birth control to help alleviate issues such as like PCOS, heavy bleeding, irritability, and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're shutting down hormones even earlier, like at 10 and 12 years old now with these synthetic hormones.
So, so a lot of when you think of like, let's say like sex hormones, like hormones that are made from cholesterol, those are typically derived from plants like soy or yams. That's where they use like the cholesterol molecule there to make the bioidentical hormones versus like synthetic estrogen, for example, is made from horse urine.
Wow.
So
horse urine?
Horse urine. Yep. Yeah.
Steam
like what
piss.
would you rather put in your body?
I don't.
So now it's not just about organic.
Yeah.
Okay, so do they make birth controls now that are like
No.
There's no such thing as bioidentical birth control.
Feels like it could be $1 billion industry.
I don't think it would work.
Oh, okay.
They're two different things.
Sorry for my ignorance there. Okay. How long does it usually take for patients to start feeling better on hormone therapy?
That's usually one of the first questions we get, and it is different for everybody. Like everyone's different. I would say personally with women, it takes us a little bit longer. I always say give yourself like a full month of just getting, saturated and being consistent and getting things up there to where you're kind of feeling stable. We'll see first, usually for women, libido is one of the first things that we see, and then energy and stuff like that after. But again, you have to remember that you didn't get here overnight. So committing to like, that 5-month marker for women is huge.
Yeah.
You'll see minor things early on.
Yeah. And I think what a lot of people don't realize and what's important to remember is that it will take typically up to 18 months to get like the full benefit out of it. You know what I mean? And so not saying that like you won't start getting benefits sooner, but like literally like the 12 to 18 month mark, you're still going to notice like increased benefits that weren't there earlier on in the therapy. And so, like Britt said, like just being consistent and being patient with it is super important to remember. But, and guys, I mean, gosh, I get guys that that reach out like the second day or like right after they do their shot, like, oh man, I feel it already. I feel different. And so like maybe it's placebo, who knows, probably is. But guys typically respond a little bit faster, but even some guys, like it can take a good 8 to 12 weeks before they really start noticing some of the improvements. So it's just different for everyone.
Yeah.
I felt the mental clarity like 1 week in of
you could tell a difference.
Testosterone. It was like I could feel like just maybe some of like the victim mentality or some of like the like things that would be like, I'm just depressed.
Like down.
Like I don't feel that.
Yeah.
And I like that was lifted like within a week. And then I was just, I mean, I didn't feel all like maybe like the drive and energy that I feel now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was feeling like changes pretty quick.
I think one thing.
Mood.
Yeah, mood.
Yeah.
My mood was the quickest thing that was affected.
And I think what you're trying to like also say, what I hear a lot too, is just like your ability to handle stress.
Yeah.
Right? Like changes. Like you can cope with stressful things, like just day-to-day stuff. Like you handle things better.
Yeah. Yeah. Just honestly, like more of a man, I'm just like, I'm not going to be a little baby about this. Well, handles a man. Okay. Anyway.
I like it.
What lab results do you look at that people might not be used to seeing in a standard clinic?
I don't know that we really are looking at different things necessarily. We do like a very like full comprehensive panel for like thyroid. But there's just certain things we're looking at for different things, such as like PCOS, that people don't even realize. Like we're looking at the LH and FSH for women to see if there's a flip-flop.
What is that?
Luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone are just signals that your pituitary is sending.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if those are flipped in a female, then it's a clear indication of PCOS. So we'll look at those type of things where I think a lot of people aren't even aware of that.
Okay.
What are some other things that you?
Yeah, I think just even from a basic point of view, if you're talking about just like a general practitioner or something, if you're especially in like an insurance type of setting, you're probably not going to see like a free testosterone. You're not going to see like a free T3 thyroid, like some of these things that just that aren't standard covered by insurance. You're not going to see those type of labs. Like it's going to be pretty basic. Like for testosterone, you're going to get a total testosterone. For checking thyroid, you're going to get a TSH, probably maybe a T4, but you're usually not going to get a free T3. So it's a little bit more in depth on that regard, but we say all the time, we're not a big fan of over testing either. We don't want to test for a bunch of things that aren't really going to change how we treat someone. So we look at what we need to, and then, base our therapy off of that.
Here's a question I actually get all the time because I'm trying to talk a bunch of buddies into this life change and because it's impacted me so well. So once you're on hormone therapy, a lot of times it's a long-term commitment. And so is hormone therapy safe long-term?
It's safe long-term. Just like anything else, like taking vitamin D, the longer you take it, the more benefits that you're going to continue to get. You stop taking it and you stop getting the benefits.
Yeah.
So,
I would say the better question to ask, or the better way to look at it, is that how unsafe is it not to do it, right? Because we know you can directly tie a line to age-related disease and the loss of hormones. So when you think about if you're not addressing the loss of hormones and you just continue to let that like occur naturally, like you're increasing your risk of things like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's. So like it's, you really can't afford not to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
that goes back to like people have no problem though taking something like birth control for a long time. Like we have people coming in menopause taking birth control. And then we've got like people that take antidepressants or statins, and they have no problem taking those forever.
Or having a cocktail every night.
Yes.
Or
two.
So it's like, but then they're like, wait,
so funny.
Is this going to be safe?
Yes. Dude, that is right on, because that fits like the mold of what we see all the time. It's like, okay, you have no problem doing this over here that is bad for you, but you're gonna question this, that we have all this evidence to show you how good it is for you.
And we see some extreme sides of that too.
Yeah. Yep. That's funny.
Yep. You should be more afraid of your IPA than your hormone therapy. That's what I'm saying. What lifestyle changes pair best with hormone optimization?
Yep. Easy. I mean, we always talk about it, exercise and nutrition and hormone therapy. Like those are the 3 pillars that you should be focusing on. And so it's like really just all the things that we know are going to support a healthy lifestyle are just going to make your hormone therapy work that much better for you.
Yes. And being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are medications like Tirzepatide and Retatrutide different from fad diets?
Well, Tirzepatide and Retatrutide are prescribed medications, and we all say is they're tools to help you achieve your goals. So, they're going to help with, appetite suppressant. They're going to help with reducing your insulin resistance and inflammation and reduce cravings, some of the food noise. So it's just, they go hand in hand with supporting, like making the choices of maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
Can peptides help beyond just weight loss, like energy, inflammation, and recovery?
Absolutely. There's tons of peptides.
Yeah.
Some of our favorite ones are like BPC-157, which is great for healing. Paired with TB-500, we have a lot of patients that come in that are either like they've torn something or they're going for surgery. So we'll put them on like a stack to help them with that.
Yeah, like she said, there's tons, and there's like they keep rolling out with all these new ones. And it's important to say, like, a lot of these peptides are not FDA approved. A lot of these peptides don't even have human data on them. So, a lot of them are experimental. You got to kind of like take them at your own risk. You should really be educated on what you're doing. But some of them work very well for certain things. Other things I think are not as effective. We've tried a lot of different things. You don't really notice anything from it. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some beneficial ones. It's just important to like know what you're doing. Maybe like at least talk with someone that can help guide you in the right direction for sure.
What's microdosing, and why do some patients prefer it?
Microdosing usually is just either like breaking up a single dose multiple times a week or smaller doses more frequently. And that would be more like for me, I microdose. And it's more just to kind of like get that food noise like lowered. So I'm not having those cravings that I normally would have, especially like at nighttime. Also just more of like a little bit of that appetite suppressant. But for me, with having autoimmune, it also helps with my inflammation. I find that it helps with my gut health. So overall, it just helps feel better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even in the context of like TRT, we use words like microdose because in the, back in the day, testosterone was used as like they would do one big injection like once every 2 weeks, and then people started doing it once a week. But what happens is you kind of get that peak and then you have a drop off. And so when you're doing it, we split up that dose and doing it, multiple times per week. Same concept as you're just microdosing it, so you're getting more of a stable sort of effect rather than just
not like a high and a low kind of throughout the week. It just keeps it steady.
Yep, exactly.
And that's even changed with us. With Tirzepatide, originally we would do like weekly doses, and sometimes they were large doses because people needed that. But now we're breaking it up.
Yeah.
So they're having more of that consistent stable without having the highs and lows even.
Yeah.
So.
Why is inflammation such a big piece of overall health?
Yeah. So it's when we think about, aging and just disease and being unhealthy, a lot of it is tied back to, visceral fat. And so the visceral fat releases a bunch of these like inflammatory cytokines and things that cause insulin resistance in your body, which we know directly ties into disease and age-related disease. And so, basically like the name of the game for health is just, we want to lower visceral fat. We want to lower insulin resistance. We want to lower inflammation.
Yeah. What makes Rev Health different from a standard primary care office?
I think that like for both of us, we went through so much with our own like health and our journey, and it was frustrating and it was overwhelming and it was hard because like we are not the providers, but at Rev, we are the advocate for our patients. So we will help them get to the bottom of it. They're not by themselves. A lot of times when you're sick, you are desperate and you're jumping around and you just want somebody to be there for you. And that's what we do different. Like we call it a concierge service, but it's a relationship. And so it's building that trust, the relationship between like if something's going on, they can reach out. We give them answers if not immediately, within a couple hours,
Yeah.
like at least, and we have access so we can go talk to the doctor, our providers, come back and give them, so they're not just like left hanging for days. Because typically, like when I was sick, I would call into an office. I wouldn't hear back. You know, if I called on a Thursday, I might not hear back till Tuesday.
Yeah.
And, you know, Monday, maybe not till Thursday. So it's like you're hanging for days and you're scared and you don't quite understand. Everything is a big deal to you when you are in that mode of just survival.
That's perfectly said. You know, even like our provider, Lisa, she talks about all the time, like when, you know, now she'll get an hour with a patient versus, you know, in primary care, you get like 7 to 10 minutes on average. And she always talks about like, she'd go home at the end of the day and just be like, God, I wish I had like more time with that patient. I wish I could have done this with them, or I wish I had more time to like explore this or talk to them about this. And it just was like that feeling of like, I know I didn't do everything I could do to help them because I was so limited on my time and what I could do.
It's more personalized care.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's specialized in it. So she literally has hundreds of hours of training on hormones.
That's so valuable. I love that. Because it's like I had salmonella, came back from Africa, got super sick, didn't know what it was, went to the doctor, had to schedule an appointment. There was like this 6-hour process. Finally got in, did all this embarrassing stuff. And then I didn't get results back till like, it was like 4 or 5 days later, I got my results back from the samples. And it was like, by then I was already feeling better because I had been taking all their antibiotics and all this crazy stuff that they gave me. But it's like,
it's a slow pace.
It's like, but every time I text you guys, you know, it's, I'm getting immediate interaction, you know? And so it's just different.
Yep. That's what we try to do. I mean, that is one of the big things. The big separators.
And it's not to say that other places like don't care. I think they do. This is just, we felt there was a need for it to be more of an intimate relationship with people.
It's like boutique health. And I like
there you go.
Boutique health.
It's like, it's not like you can go to the cafeteria or you can come here and just like elevated health experience, you know? And so I love it.
Perfect.
Okay. I think I've just got a couple more questions for you guys here.
Good, because my mouth is finally feeling back to normal.
Good. Oh, I love this question. What's the most rewarding success story you've ever seen with a patient?
I can't say that there's just one.
Okay.
I mean, honestly.
Give me a testimony of just one or two that just stand out.
Yeah. Okay. Like one of our patients' girlfriend, she's been on here before, like life-changing. Can't get out of bed, has no strength, like opening up jars and stuff and then now she's out like all over the world, traveling around and feeling her best and living her best life. Where, I mean, originally when she first came to us, she literally could not get off the couch and she had to have her roommate open up jars for her because her strength was gone. Like, and she had undergone quite a few surgeries as well for these issues that she was going through. And yeah, that's incredible. And then I was at the grocery store, had a woman that saw my Rev shirt and came up to me and was telling me, like, tears in her eyes, crying that it's like saved her life, saved her marriage.
Wow.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is always amazing.
That's it. We surprisingly hear that so much of like, you saved my life or you changed my life, you know, like you've turned my life around. And like that's all you need to hear. I mean, that's super rewarding.
It is.
It's life-changing. And I mean, we heard Levi Gurno say it here too. It's like, you can show up good enough, but who wants to show up to everything good enough?
Exactly.
Like, just like bare minimum.
Exactly.
It's like, I want to show up optimized. I want to show up at my 100%. And so
well, that's how so many people just walk through life that way. It's sad.
And you don't know unless you taste it. You don't know unless you touch it. You don't know unless you're around it. Like, it's not until I felt the effects that I was like, holy smokes. Yeah. I've been just operating. Like I feel it now. If I like miss a shot, I fall behind and it's like, oh, why am I sluggish today? I'm not like, what's going on? It's like, oh my gosh, this is just what I used to be like every day. Like,
it's like, it's two things. It's either that, you know, it's such a gradual decline over time that you just slowly like drift away from back when you were young and you had all this like youth and vigor and felt good. Yeah. Or I truly think there's people that never experienced that in the first place. They've never been in a state of health that's allowed them to just feel good on a day-to-day basis. Yeah.
We had a patient come to us though not too long ago, and her 15-year-old daughter was heavily medicated, super depressed, like extreme. And we were able to help her with, she has PCOS, and we were able to help her with her thyroid and her progesterone. And she's off everything else now. And she went and tried out for track. And
wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's life-changing at all different ages.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Why is it so important to personalize care rather than to just use a one-size-fits-all method?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's different. You know, we see it all the time. Like people respond differently to different medications, to different dosing, to different levels of hormones. I mean, we're just so biochemically unique that you know, that's the thing. So many places do just kind of this cookie cutter type approach, and it's like a one size fits all. And it's so different from that. You know, I mean, wouldn't you think that, I mean, just like you can take, you know, two people and take, you know, someone's testosterone level, for example, and put them at a certain number, and someone does great on it. And then you put someone else there and they, you know, don't do as well. And they might need a totally different dose or something, more or less. And it's just like, yeah, it's totally has to be individualized.
Yeah. We see that a lot with women, especially with testosterone. It looks different for everyone.
Yeah. What's a wellness trend you wish people would stop believing in?
Ooh. Oh man, that is a good one. What are you're just looking at me?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Because I know
What was I going to say?
Oh, he hates the cold plunge thing.
Oh, he hates cold plunges?
Well, he just thinks it's like
you're
ridiculous.
going to offend so many people.
Okay.
Just kidding. You heard it here first, folks. Travin hates cold plunges.
He just thinks it's
no,
overrated.
I don't hate him. There's nothing wrong with them. You know, I just think that things like that sometimes get prioritized way higher than they should.
Yeah.
And I think that like people look at a lot of these like influencers that are doing like the cold plunges and the red lights and like, you know, the, 10 minutes of sunlight every morning and all these things that are like, yes, there is positives to all of these things, but when you're talking like most people, those things are very far down the list of like what you should be actually focusing on. And, you know, some of these people that talk about that stuff, like they are very dialed in, and it's like they are doing, you know, they have so much dialed in and their health is like really good. And so they're like, they're taking things to the very far extreme of like, you know, they're maximizing every bit out of like how can I leverage everything I can to put me in this optimal state of health? And I think that's amazing. But just for the general person, it's like, okay, you're not even working out, but you're cold plunging every morning, you know? And it's like, let's start with like the basics first. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. My thing is for women, they have no problem going and dropping like anywhere between $800 and $2,000 on Botox and lip filler. But then yet they want to skimp on their hormones. They want it to be, they want to use their insurance. They want to go through their doctor so they don't have to pay. And like, to me, that's mind blowing.
Stop wasting your money on stuff that makes you feel pretty
toxic
on the outside when you
yes, and it's like
when you're dying on the inside.
Yes.
There you go.
It's just it's our instant gratification society.
Culture.
I mean, that's a quick fix.
Microwave.
You know,
microwave culture. Everybody wants something really quick. And
Yep. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah. If you could give your 20-year-old self one piece of health advice, what would you give him?
Do not get breast implants.
Yeah, that's yours for sure.
I would.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, like your daughters, like will never get breast implants. Like they know better. I think you don't even have to worry about that with them. But I mean, how many like years, how much money, like how much suffering has that caused you throughout the years? I mean,
way too much.
Yeah.
Honestly, if there was only one thing I could go back and tell myself, like everything else too, like I would still tell myself, do not get breast implants.
Yeah. Dude, my biggest thing probably would be alcohol, you know, and because I went through a phase, obviously, when I was younger, and I drank a lot and partied a lot and things like that. And I still, you know, will drink alcohol from time to time right now, but it's like definitely wish that there was a period where like I definitely could have scaled back and not gotten so much like caught up into that. And it's like, cause I for the most part, I've always, you know, I've worked out since I was, you know, 13, 14 years old. Like I've always ate like relatively good, you know, and I've always kind of like done those things right. You know, I was never a smoker or any of that kind of stuff, but probably just alcohol was the main thing that was like deleterious to my health when I was younger.
I feel like I walked away with $2 million ideas.
Oh yeah.
Maybe billion from this hangout today. I need to make bioidentical breast implants. And bioidentical birth control. And we're billionaires, guys.
Oh man.
We just struck, we struck the...
Get working on it, Colton.
I'm going to start working on it today.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't forget what inspired you. Don't forget.
I'm never going to be on the show again.
Oh man.
Oh, well, that's all the questions I have for you guys.
That was
good, man.
Thank you.
Those were good ones.
Maybe
dude.
next time we won't bring the jelly beans.
Maybe we won't bring, but that was a fun idea, right?
It was fun.
I'll find another one for next time.
It's better. I think they were better than like that chip challenge, because we saw people
bite a tiny end of that one.
I never tried that, but we saw people
I did.
act like they were dying off of that.
Oh, we also saw people just like eat them like nothing.
Oh man, that's
Crazy.
crazy. That was tolerable.
Well, this was fun. Thank you. We'll do it again another time.
Yeah, thanks, Colton.
But like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you next time. Thank you.